Hey guys, you're tuning into First Impressions here on Nerderay. I'm your host Ben, and today's featured game is Retro City Rampage. Before we go any further, let me just tell you what First Impressions actually entails. I'll play a newly released game for a couple of hours and just give you honest feedback on my experience. Retro City Rampage is a top-down open-world game with an 8-bit visual style. Essentially, the whole game is just a parody with hundreds of old-school game references and jokes. It's been in development since 2002 and it's going to be released for all major platforms at $15. PS3, PS Vita, WiiWare, Xbox Live Arcade and Steam. The first thing that strikes you about Retro City Rampage is the visual style. The game features a vibrant colour palette and the artwork is incredible to say the least. For an 8-bit game there's an awful lot of detail and this just makes the world a pleasure to travel around in. The top-down view works rather well for the open world, but it also seamlessly switches to side-scrolling in desired situations. As much as I love the 8-bit visuals, the UI can be difficult to read on the fly. The game tries to feed you a lot of information on a small screen which can be hard to dissolve in certain situations. To enhance your 8-bit experience, RPC is jam-packed with 2.5 hours of original chiptune music that you can bop your pixel head to. The Retro City world is crammed full of parodies and jokes and old school video game references. While I won't ruin some of the jokes for you, this does create a really interesting gameplay experience. You won't want to skip a cutscene or fast forward a dialogue box purely because everything makes you smirk and laugh. Exploring the open world is like one big Easter egg. Every signpost, billboard or shop window has some form of humour in that only gamers will fully understand. RPC has a hand-to-hand combat system with various melee weapons. It also has shooting with auto-lock and a cover system. Both are fairly easy to control, they can feel spammy at times, but that's just part of the fun. Cars and driving are a massive part of any open world game, and this is no different in Retro City. Driving is fast paced, but it is difficult. Due to your screen size, you find yourself smashing into cars you can't actually see until it's too late to move. Most of the time they're police, which is quite frustrating. Considering the ease of attracting police attention, it isn't that easy to lose them either. I find myself starting missions and mini games just to evade them. RPC is littered with insane mini games that are super addictive. For example, I set alight and I had 30 seconds or so to ignite as many peds as I could before dousing myself out on a fire hydrant. This sort of madness can be rewarded with medals and you can revisit them at any point to beat your time or score. I spent a large portion of my time in Retro City just checking the arcade out. I couldn't leave the sodding games alone. I was smashing my keyboard as fast as possible in the epic mealtime game and frantically dodging blades and helicopters on the Super Meat Boy game. RPC has fantastic level design. You learn as you play, which is reminiscent of old school games such as Mega Man. It's a refreshing change from the hordes of tutorials and pop-ups that tell you how to win in a modern game's design. Though I absolutely love the frantic fast-paced gameplay of Retro City, the pacing can sometimes be too quick and you can miss both funny moments and relevant information. If you're tired of big budget games or super serious 3D graphics, or even just tired of pretentious, really arty indie games, Retro City is a good game for you. RPC blows you away with its stupidly addictive mini games, funny, stupidly sarcastic humour and just all out madness. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions on Retro City Rampage. Head over to nerderay.com right now to give yourself a chance to win a Nexus 7 tablet. We're giving one away, seriously, get over there now, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, links are in the description. I'll see you guys later, peace out.